Hey guys, how you doing? It's Sean from Ridesharing101.com. And today in the daily vlog, I'm going to talk about female safety, female driver safety. A few bits of business that I wanted to take care of. I like to go through all the comments, read them. Somebody made the comment that, hey, I'd like to see you do a video about the Assembly Bill 5 that would make rideshare drivers employees. So I was like, okay. So I read a couple of articles, I did a video, got a bunch of feedback. I basically got a lot of hate mail. One guy's like, you don't know anything about like taxes or accounting. And what I had said is I did misspeak, but I had said that you might have to file taxes quarterly. And in my defense, that's what you have to do now, or you can do now. You don't have to. But as an independent contractor, you can file quarterly, and it'll save on your tax burden at the end, depending on how much you make in your situation. Obviously, if you're a W-2 employee, you don't have to file quarterly. You just file taxes on the regular. And somebody else said, where did you get your information from? And, you know, kind of went on about some stuff, and but didn't tell me what he didn't agree with. So anyway, what I like to do is I do read my mail, and I do care what you guys think. But like I said, the purpose of the vlog is kind of a day in the life, what I'm thinking about on a particular day as it pertains to rideshare. And it doesn't have to be about rideshare. You could be like, gosh, I'm really busy and I need to eat better, and you know, I'm going to change my diet and exercise, and I could talk about that. So it's my blog. It's what I think. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. But I think there's some good stuff here. But I wanted to talk about driver safety, particularly for women. Because I have a couple of friends that are a couple of female friends that are on different ends of the spectrum. And they both drive at night. I'm not going to mention their names to just to kind of protect their identity, and I think you'll see why. But I have one friend who used to work for the prison system, and she has been trained in how to diffuse situations. She's also been trained how to like kind of handle herself if she's attacked. I'm a gardener. I've done some of that stuff too, where you practice if someone tries to kick you, and how to block if they're choking you, how to kind of get out of that. Because we deal with a lot of mentally unstable people that like to live in the parks, and I'm a gardener for Rec and Park. But my other friend carries some sort of concealed weapons in her car and or person. So obviously that's kind of against the rideshare terms of the service, but basically if you think you're going to get attacked and robbed, assaulted, raped, killed, obviously you're going to want to defend yourself. And I laugh, not because I don't take it seriously. I take it very seriously. But I talk about this in the ebook. You have to do what you feel comfortable doing. And just remember, if you decide that you do want to carry a weapon, any weapon that you have can be used against you. So please keep that in mind. Basically, the purpose is not to encourage people to break the terms of service, to have concealed weapons. The purpose of this video is more just to find out if you're a female driver, if you know female drivers, if you're a husband, wife, significant other of a female driver. How do you feel about that person driving late at night? Does it worry you? Does it not worry you? Have you thought about switching to days? Kind of all of that stuff. So, I have one friend who is sort of well protected and well trained, but still runs into situations. A lot of sort of ex-military people in her area, a lot of people with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I have another friend down here who was basically assaulted by a drunk passenger, and basically he grabbed her breast and said that he wanted to do a line of cocaine off her naked body. And she did everything correctly. She was able to get out of the situation. She has some sort of mobility issues, so, you know, but she was still able to sort of get out of that situation. She contacted Uber. She filed a police report. And it kind of came down to a matter of he said, she said sort of thing. And basically it was not resolved to her satisfaction. Or mine, because I'm the one that, you know, encouraged her, go to the police, you know, you've got to report this. What she did do, which I commend her on, is she went to the news. She was able to, she figured out who this guy was. So she was able to get a name. And basically she contacted the news, the local TV news. The TV news with that information went to the bar where she picked him up from. And the bar acknowledged that, oh yeah, we know who this guy is. He has quite a reputation of being aggressive towards women. And still with that knowledge, the police weren't able to do anything. I don't know if they brought him in for questioning or if they just knocked on his door and he was like, oh no, it didn't happen, and they just let it go. But we've all seen videos about passengers assaulting drivers, and it's very serious. And we all need to be careful. We all need to stick together. In small places, like I know drivers up in the working community, what they do is they have backups. So they check in with each other. A lot of the drivers know each other. So if they think they might have a problem, they call another driver, have them like call them back, check in, make sure that they're okay. Or, you know, every hour or every couple hours, they'll check in just so somebody knows kind of they're out and about, where they're at, which I think is a wonderful thing. Now, in a smaller community, you can do that. Obviously, someplace like San Francisco, it's a little harder, but there's lots of drivers in a city like San Francisco. So whatever you need to do to protect yourself, do it. It's good to have a community. That's what the Facebook groups are a great resource for that. You can DM direct message via Facebook, like, hey, I'm driving. How about we check in every hour or something like that. Whatever works. I mean, you're only limited to your imagination and to what you feel comfortable with. But I would suggest if you don't feel comfortable driving at night, then don't. But that might not always be a viable option for you. So the purpose of this video is just to kind of generate some thought. If you're a woman driver, or if you're a man driver, if you're a male driver, you know, you don't have to be a woman. I know there's this stigma that men are supposed to be tough and take care of themselves, but you know, if I got some drunk guy wailing on me at night and I'm getting my ass kicked, yeah, I want help too. You know, hey, I'm not the toughest guy. I will totally admit that. So if I'm getting wailed on by, you know, some guy in a meth-induced rage, hey, I'll take any help I can get. So don't be shy about it. I won't be. It's always good to make a scene, you know, blow a whistle, yell, honk your horn, do whatever you have to do. So this is kind of a loose video. I didn't think a lot about it, but I wanted to do something about women and just safety, but all driver safety as well. So it's a little loosey-goosey here, kind of all over the map, but the purpose really today is just to generate discussion. So I'd welcome comments. I'd welcome responses on the Facebook. Do you feel safe driving at night? What do you do, if anything? Do you not drive? Do you maybe carry something that might help you if a fight breaks out. So what do you think? And I'll leave it at that. That's today's video. So think about it. Please be safe. I want everybody to be safe. This is it's a job, and you shouldn't get hurt when you do it. So on that note, please everybody be safe, and I'll talk to you soon.